right now.
Okay.
I want to say welcome everyone to the family tree. Give yourselves a hand for chiming in today. Hey. We are recording right now, and I want to say first and foremost, we want to welcome Big B back.
That's what's up.
Welcome back.
Color and looking
Welcome back,
good.
Bill. We missed you.
Thank you.
He's looking good, sharp. He's on point. He's on time. He's on task. Big B, we love you, man. Thank you so much for hanging in there, brother, because you're going to represent us, and you represent us well. So what you got to say for yourself, Big B?
Well, you know what? I'm just grateful that, that God continues to love us all. He has enough for all of us. And all we have to do is just do what? Trust and believe. The rest of it is easy. I'm telling you.
Amen.
A whole lot easier than we think.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. So I want to start off by saying welcome those if you come join us for the very first time. This is the family tree. We say this is the place where you can ask all your questions, all your holistic health questions, or any questions about anything going on now.
Yes.
Try to make it a place of comfort. It is our ancestral belief that whenever you had a problem, you always went to the family.
That's right.
And that is your real social security, right? Say it, y'all.
Social security.
Social security.
Because your only real social security is your family.
That's
and
right.
That's why we gathered around the tree to get your answers, your solutions. Don't go far from the tree.
Right.
We ask that you ask questions tonight. We invite you to ask questions.
Yes.
Look at it if there's a dumb question. The only dumb question is the one you didn't ask. Got it?
Yes.
We do it with respect and honor. And if we can't find out the answer, we're going to find it out for you. All right?
There you go.
All right. And also, we have ways in which you can chime in. If you want to have a question, look down at your menu box and you're going to hit a little box down there that says reaction. You can put your hand up and we'll try to get you your questions, Big B or Fingers over there. We'll try to get that question off. Man. I tell you, Big B, she's fast, man.
Hey man, look, you ain't telling me nothing.
Man. She got faster.
You got to be kidding me. Go
I
ahead, girl.
She can get faster. I'm going to have to call her Lightning Fingers now.
Lightning, go ahead with your bad self. Loving it.
If you're listening and you have a question
or
a concern,
Bill. Oh
put
my
it
God.
down in your box.
Hey, Linda.
Put your question in that chat box also. You can put your question. If you don't want to come on camera, you can actually go in the chat box and drop your question in the chat box, and we'll field it from there. Or if you're listening by phone and you want to chime in, if you missed the prompt where it says how to raise your hand with the phone, don't worry, just let us know and we'll try to get your question answered also. Just let us know you're on the phone and we'll try to get you up forward, okay? I want to say also if you want a copy of this, you can also send it over. Big B, you going to take those chats?
I certainly will.
Okay,
make sure that everyone gets it.
Tell them how they can get the chat.
Yeah, guys, of course.
Of tonight.
You got it. In order to make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat, make sure that you send an email to me at meccavideo@gmail.com. That's MECCAVIDEO@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat to make sure that you get it, because I even have the ones from last week. So I mean, I've been keeping my eyes on you. You get crazy. I make sure that it happens anyway.
We know you've been nosy.
Yes, I have. Look, I couldn't breathe. Okay, Dr. Paul, I couldn't breathe. But I'm checking on the chat though every week.
All right. I'm just doing a couple of things over here technologically, trying to log back in. But okay. So what we're gonna say now, we're gonna start off. I can't see anything on this side, y'all. But Big B, do you have those numbers from our favorite website? Are you able to get on there?
I certainly do, my friend. I've got them right here in front of me, and I've already put them in the chat as of a quick facts of about 12 minutes ago. We have total confirmed cases, guys, of 506,738,617. Total critical cases, 41,717. Total deceased, 6,230,911. Total active cases, 52,970,148. And total recovered, this is our what is this called, guys? This is our mental health moment. 447,538,206, guys. That's where we are.
Wow.
That's what's up. That's
Give
what's
a
up.
shout out, y'all. That's what people got well.
Yes, indeed. That's
right.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
Well, that's right. People are actually getting well. They're changing their lives. They're doing the things they have to do. And yes, people are turning it around. And not only that, Big B, they're doing it for the rest of their lives.
I
man.
know that's right.
Got
I know that's right.
That on pass now that they said I've never exercised as much. I've never taken care of myself like this. But guess what? I feel and I look good. And some of y'all know what I mean when I say look good, because somebody then came up and said, "Girl, what you doing?" And they said, "Nothing." You know you've been doing something. That's right. You know you've been doing something, and you're looking good. All right. So we're gonna kick it off today, and I will start with anything in the chat box that you have there. Anyone have any chat box?
Yes.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have one here from Reese. It says, is it okay to mix celery with green drink? How much celery should I use for a kidney flush?
Yeah.
And I already answered that.
Oh, you already answered that?
Yeah. That's actually some stuff that we can put that we've had in last week's column. So we can read that, and you can read that off to them. The response to that.
Well, I already told them that they can mix the celery with the green drink, but I don't know how much celery to use for the kidney flush. That's the other part of their question.
Right. See, remember, there is no limit because we're talking about food.
Okay. It's only food, right?
But I usually tell folks that you maybe want to start off with maybe about 8 ounces of celery juice and just keep it moving. The whole point is that you're flushing the kidneys. That's just one of our flushes that we use, and that's the celery. And the celery also, anybody remember anything else for the kidneys? Anybody remember anything else? Come on, tell me who
Laverne,
else?
you have to unmute yourself, Laverne. I see your mouth working, but I didn't hear you.
The boiled red onion.
Yes, the red onion, which is going to be what? That's going to be the allium family. So anything from the red onion, also the garlic family, also the asparagus, also the artichoke, also the beets, also the cayenne pepper. Those are all dilators. See what they're doing? So not only are they good for dilating and blood pressure, but they're also good for kidneys also. Got it? Good stuff. All right. All right, what else we got there, y'all?
Well, there was a question about sciatica. Did you get that one already?
I did not. No, I did not.
Okay, you want to know what you can use for sciatica?
Okay.
What's a good natural herb for severe sciatic nerve pain?
Yeah, they're talking about going down the back of the leg, and that's the sciatic nerve off the lower lumbar. Usually what's happening with that, you got to make sure there's no structural issues. That's my first question for them.
Right.
Lower lumbar, the lower back is usually out of alignment. And why is it out of alignment? It's usually out of alignment because the person has, a weak back or a strained back where the muscles stop and are out of alignment. So you need a chiropractor first. I would always tell people to go get a chiropractor first. Got it?
This happened after they saw the chiropractor.
Well, remember, you got to ask, what did they do? What was
It's Margaret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Paul. Yeah, I'm asking for someone that's on with us, but
yeah. See, you got to ask what the intention of that is going to be. See, when you go into a chiropractor, you have to have a going understanding of what's being done. Do you have muscular pain, or is there a structural issue? If they're having problems, and you just got to make sure, number one, they're structurally sound. I say that's the first thing. When you're structurally sound, that means no contractions, no sublation. That means no bone touching nerve. And then if you're still having pain, that's very much possible dealing with muscular issues. Got it? But also, whenever that happens, you got to ask the person, are you drinking water? Because a lot of people that are having muscle issues are dehydrated, also magnesium, potassium deficient. That's what makes muscles start to draw up. We had a very interesting situation this week where someone was saying all these issues. They were like, I have this, all that. But guess what? When it came down to it, they were taking fermented foods to draw moisture out of your body. And that'll tighten your back up. But that'll tighten all your muscles up and then cause trauma. So that person would need an assessment. I wouldn't put it all on the chiropractor because the chiropractor is only trying to put you in alignment. That person needs a proper assessment first before they can do anything.
Dr.
Right.
Paul, they just had an assessment with you last week and forgot to ask you that question. And,
You must not have been in too much of pain.
well, it just started this week. When she was having it again. So I guess what the thing is, like, she needs to know, like, is there any natural herbs to help to relieve it in the meantime until she gets back to her chiropractor, which doesn't happen until next week.
Well, that's what I said. Depends on what the pain is. Is it coming from structural or if it's muscular? Because if it's muscular, then that's heat. She can use heat to help that to get well, which means that the muscles are not holding place. Got it?
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Paul. Can I ask one more question since I'm basically here now and I can take my hand down? The next question is, where is a good place to buy seeds for planting vegetables at this time of year? Like, where's the best place to buy organic seeds? Any suggestions for that? Did we lose Dr. Paul?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I don't see you.
Yeah, I
but
can.
okay.
We can hear you. Sure.
We can hear you.
There
All right,
you go.
there I am.
There you go.
Now I'm back on.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't want to interrupt my recording. That's why I went in that
That's
way.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're back on. You were mentioning something about what now?
Where's the best place to buy seeds to plant your vegetables, like the organic vegetables? Where's the best place to find those?
Heirloom. You look for heirloom, but you got to probably go online to get those. The best place also, make sure you get organic seeds and soils. So that means going after, watch when you're looking after. You remember I mentioned the heirloom, and when you buy them, they're in special packaging that you buy them. But there's a place, and I got to connect with this particular individual. She has a place just outside of Philly. It's called the Ark. I believe it's called the Ark. And she has one of the oldest lines of seeds of probably someone in this area. Over 50 years of seeds that she harvests. Yeah, she keeps on her. So I got to find out what that is. But go online. I would suggest going online. Okay?
Now, the Ark, is that the name of the store?
I'm just saying that in general. You can look for it and see if you can find it. But I would say, let me find out for you, see if I can find that. I wouldn't put that. I would say look for heirloom. Heirloom. That's what you want to put. Heirloom. Yep. That means that they are natural organic. Those are organic, no pesticides, no chemicals, none of that stuff. Got it?
Thank you so much, Dr. Paul.
All right. Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate you. And your friend, I don't know who she is, but if she just came through, there's probably going to be something. If it wasn't a structural, tell her to go over her notes, okay? Go over her notes. And if she needs to, that's probably some heat she probably needs to put on that back.
It's so funny. I just talked to her earlier and I told her exactly that I did some research myself, and heat was one of my suggestions. I
was always taught whenever there's heat, that's for muscular issues. And then if you have issues with direct pain, like, excruciating pain when you need to deaden the nerve, that's ice. That's when you would add the ice. That's the difference. Got it?
Got it.
So if we can get, maybe we get Dr. Lenny on here. I don't know where we are right now, but if we can get Dr. Lenny on here, let me see what I got here. Let me see my profile here. I Got all these good toys over here. All right. Let's see. No, I don't see them in there yet, but definitely those are things that can help. Okay. All right. Who we have now? We have else. Who else we have there?
And Dr. Paul, on that note, you have to be careful how long you leave it on.
Yes. Mhm.
20 minutes on, 20 minutes off.
Right. That's
What's that?
very important.
What's that
Ice
for?
and heat.
Oh
Ice
yeah.
and heat.
Yep, absolutely. You don't want to put it on too long because, of course, the best kind of heat would be a exercise.
Well,
Yes, but some folks ain't trying to exercise, and that's really
Well.
where the back comes in because we all have weak backs because we don't do as much movement or usage of the back. So that's why we all have weak backs. So what's a good back exercise, y'all? What's a good back exercise?
I got to work. Good grief.
Planks. Yeah, the
Rowing.
planks.
Rowing. Yeah. You know what?
Rowing planks.
Y'all ever see that one with what's that guy's name? Big B, the tough guy that does the exercise. Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck Norris got that one that you get in and you do like that.
Jim.
Let me tell you, that is the best thing in the world. Y'all, yep, that is one of the best devices.
Yeah.
One of the best devices. He's right about that thing. That thing helps with cardiovascular, but it specifically keeps that back in your posture. Also stops slumping. You know, a lot of people are slumping, you know, moving your head, you know, over, and that causes a problem. You got it? So don't slump, right?
Well, I learned about that. I'll tell you that. Okay, listen.
All right.
Bianca says, can you get into the benefits of acupuncture now that marijuana is legalized? Can you take it as a tea? And if so, will you experience the side effects? Can you recommend something in place of marijuana that gives the same benefits? You mean marijuana?
All right, let's break that.
You mean marijuana or cannabis? It's kind of
Yeah, so you got to look at, you know, because they're legalizing it doesn't mean it's good for you, y'all. Let me just tell you. What they're having is the problem that I have with marijuana, because everybody say, well, doc, you know, that's a herb, right? but I say, wait a minute. Yes, it is an herb, but there's a problem when you take it and you put fire to it. Now you just turned it into a chemical.
Yes.
Got it? Now it's a poison chemical to the body. So when you take it and boil it and things like that, any heat is going to release that THC. But now they're growing the rates of marijuana in unnatural findings and conditions. So the THC is more like 50 to 100 times what it was in 1967 or in those years, back when people had it, you know, of course, in the 60s. So it's not compared to anything. There's no legislation that's governing it. So you got to be careful what you're looking at. You got to be careful what you're using, y'all. You know, just because they legalize it don't mean that you can't, you know, mess up somewhere and get something bad. So be careful. Be careful out there. I always say there's too many other herbs to use for whatever you're going to use it for. So if there's inflammation, you got every herb that is green is chlorophyll, which chlorophyll is good for inflammation. It's going to cool you down. So that's a loaded question for a naturopath, but I would just say people keep things in consideration and understanding. Don't go for everything that they throw out there because you know, they're looking at the money. They're looking at the money, and they will bring you right on in, all right? You can get just as much relief by using something else, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? What other part of the question was there, Big B?
that was really it. We just want to know what are the benefits of it and recommending something for side effects and things like that.
Gotcha. Acupuncture.
Yes,
well,
yes,
acupuncture is energy work. See, acupuncture is based on when you're using acupuncture, it's opening up meridians. You have these chakras that are all throughout the body. There's several chakras all throughout the entire body, somewhere in the neighborhood of, I mean, you got a lot of them, somewhere in between 13 or more, but there's 7 primary chakras that are in your system from your root chakra all the way to your crown. So what you're doing is when people have stagnation in their chakra system, all it is that where energy crosses from one meridian to another, that's from one area, from the root chakra to the sacral, to the solar plexus, into the heart, to the throat, all the way to the pineal, and then to the crown. That's your chakra system. So what happens is it's clearing that way so that your endocrine system can move. Got it? Now, if you have blockage in some of those areas, that could be causing a lot of sickness and disease. That's where, diabetes, is in the pancreas. That's part of your chakra system. The adrenal glands are part of it. That's where high blood pressure comes from. So all of these things are in your chakra system. So when you get acupuncture, it's opening up those meridians, bringing that negative energy to allow that thing to go through. So yes, it can be effective if it's used the right way, but nothing benefits or can correct issues of structural issues, malnutrition, and dehydration. Got it? So you got to be on point with your diet, and also making sure that you're doing things holistically. So it can help. It can help. All right.
Okay,
Let's see what else we got.
Okay, Pat wants to know, can you use comfrey cream and drink the comfrey tea the same day?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Comfrey is a powerful herb, high in magnesium and iron. And remember, I was telling y'all, that's the one that deals with a lot of the bone density, bone marrow. When there's a bone marrow issue, blood count. It's also for magnetism with the muscles. It makes your muscles tight again. Got it? It's so many things that it's good for: bones, joints, ligaments, connective tissue. After someone had a meniscus tear or some kind of knee operation or hip operation, they would do that. Or sometimes it'll stop you from getting those specific things, those surgeries and things, because people adapt that, and it'll heal something like a fracture or a break or something going on. And also is good for burns. It's very good for burns. So it's good all the way around. So taking it as a cream, taking it as a tea, all good. All right.
Okay. All right. Now, I will go over the call and get Carmela. She has her hand up before we go to the next one in the chat. Carmela?
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, family.
Hey.
I know Prophetess, she did send me something over. Thank you so much. So I have insomnia. Well, I'm not going to claim I have it because I don't know what it is, but I was told I have insomnia, and I also go to a sleep therapist. But I'm having issues. I don't know what I can do. What can I do to help me with this insomnia? What can I take? I know I just got finished drinking chamomile tea, but I need to do something every day. I don't know what to do because it's really bad. I don't really sleep too well at night.
Okay. Remember, no fruit at night, right?
Right. I just found that out.
Okay. Well, I don't know why that came up in my spirit.
I don't really eat food.
I don't know why
night,
that came up in my spirit.
I try not to eat after 8 o'clock, but I do drink a lot of water at night. And
No. That's the problem right there.
Yeah, that's the big one.
See, remember when you're asleep, you remember that's part of your autonomic system. Your autonomic system is what you do automatically that you don't even have to think about doing. Like when you eat food, you don't have to think about digestion, you digest food. Also, when you sleep, you don't have to think about breathing. You automatically breathe, right?
Right.
That's your autonomic system. But see, you're breaking that cycle. You remember I said don't drink water after 7 o'clock.
Right.
That's why. Get your water in the time you're supposed to get it in, which is what? 4 a.m., 7 p.m. Got it? You're going to release water every 2 to 3 hours from the time you drink water. So if you're following that scale, you should be eliminating your last water around 10 o'clock, no later than 10 o'clock. So now you're trying to get what's called uninterrupted sleep, which means that you're not, wake up, go to bed is dark, wake up is light. That's it. Because if you don't get into that REM sleep, with that rapid eye movement sleep, you can't heal. But guess what wakes you up out of that rapid eye movement? Your endocrine system, or your autonomic system. Your autonomic system wakes you up. So it's like you laying in the bed and everybody says, "Wake up, girl! You gotta go to the bathroom." You got what I'm saying? So you can't wake that up by doing water. So don't drink water after 7. Got it?
I can't get to sleep though. That's the thing. It takes me a while. Like they say, you're supposed to, when you get to bed, you're supposed to be 20 minutes into your sleep.
Well, that's not always true for everybody. You got other things that are affecting people that keep people up. Number one is electromagnetic fields.
Yes.
Those are things like laptops, cell phones.
Right. I don't.
I got folks that get right in the bed and jump under the covers and be right there with the laptop or under the covers. So you don't want to do that. Got it? Electromagnetic fields. TVs in the room. Okay. No TV in the bedroom, right?
Right.
Okay. Things like that. Just make sure when you hit a certain time during the day, when you come home, you got to start bringing it down. That means dimming the lights also. Got it? So the lights that's what the dimmers are for. They're lowering the light so your pineal gland is saying, okay, when the lights are dimming, lights are going down, I got to fire off this thing called melanin, or melatonin they call it.
Yeah.
But if you're not firing off melatonin and you still got this bright light on, and around the house and all around the different parts of the house, the body says, oh, I guess it's still 12 o'clock.
Yes.
Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake.
Right.
And you sitting up going, I can't go to sleep, right? So don't do that. And then also, if I were to say one other thing, set up a time what we call decompression time. Everybody has a time what we call decompression time. And that decompression time means when you come home or a certain time during the day, I want you to have a little set of things that you do. And this is to release all of that energy that you build up during the day.
Right.
Starts with sometimes a Himalayan salt bath. Got it?
Oh, okay.
Himalayan salt bath works. Get the water nice and hot. Give about 1/4 of a cup of the Himalayan salt. Get the rock salt version. Y'all ladies, y'all know where to go get it, right? Y'all know where y'all tell me where to go get it. Ross got it.
Okay, I did see it in Ross. Yeah.
Ross got it.
And Big Lots.
Big Lots got it.
Okay.
Y'all know where y'all got it. So wherever you get the Himalayan salt, you want to get it nice and hot, and you get in there for about 30 minutes and just relax. You got it? Unpack whatever you have to. Some people add things like the lavender oils. You can add also the passion flower oil, rosemary. These are all comlatives. Got it?
Okay.
They can be added right to the bath water. Somebody got the music, somebody dim the lights, whatever you got to do. See, you're decompressing right now, bringing it down, bringing it down, bringing it down. And then as you do that, you come on out. That's the time you're getting ready for, there's herbs that you can take. One that we take, and this is not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. We use valerian root. Valerian.
Okay.
Okay, you know about valerian, right?
No,
okay.
I don't.
Okay, valerian is V as in Victor, ALERIAN, right? Now, valerian is the mimicked herb from where they get Valium from. You know what Valium is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Glory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Easy
always,
days.
yeah, they always mimic the herb. So valerian root, you can get it in capsules. And usually when you take that right around the time you're taking that bath, that's it. You're going to be tingling from the head to the toes. That'll be it. It's about time to shut it down now. Now, I do have one disclaimer with valerian root. Actually, 2 disclaimers. The teas are very strong and they have a foul odor. I mean, it's really bad. It can smell. It can smell up a house. Some people don't like the smell of it. So capsules tend to work better.
Okay.
Also, don't take it during the day. Got it? Don't take valerian root and go to work, because it's not going to make you like really sloppy or just uncoordinated or anything. It's just going to make you so relaxed. You might tell folks where they really want to go. You might say, you know what, I really don't like you. I'm just giving you the disclaimer because when you relax really well, it's gonna put you in a nice space. That's what valerian root does.
Okay.
Valerian root has the ability to make you feel like, wow, I'm really in a nice space right now. It's a total calmative. Got it?
Okay.
Now, also with that, alternatives to valerian root would be willow bark. Willow bark is another one. That's from the willow tree. Got it? You seen the willow tree?
Yep.
Our doctrine of signatures. We have this thing called doctrine of signatures, which means that nature itself will tell you what it's good for. Got it? So when you see the willow tree, what does it look like?
Relaxation. Just relax.
It's like a big old afro, don't it?
Wow.
You got like no big old natural, right? It's like, yo, what's up, y'all? It's relaxing, and that's where they got aspirin from. They got aspirin from the willow bark tree, or the mimicking of the actual characteristics of aspirin comes from the willow bark tree, or the bark of the willow. Got it?
Okay, got
So these are all calmatives. There's also one called kava kava, Kava, Kava. That's a kava kava. Okay. I also mentioned the passion flower. You mentioned chamomile.
Right.
Okay. All of those are good. So you find the one that works for you.
Okay.
See, everybody's going to be different. So everyone is not going to work. You don't have to try everything. Just try it one at a time. And then you chart yourself. I would tell everyone to start charting yourself. Write down how does this make me feel? I feel good with this. But guess what? That one over there, that St. John's wort is another one. That one really made me feel good. Woo, man, that did something for me because that might have went over and got rid of that headache at the same time. Got it? So there's a lot of different things. Herbs will do different things. They've been here 1 billion years, and they are autonomous, so they don't need no help. You don't have to mix them. Don't mix them. As a matter of fact, I would suggest you just take one and work with that one.
Okay.
All right? Work it as a tea. So if you're in a calmative, decompression state, just work with it. Just say, hey, I'm going to work with this tea, and just, as you calm down, see how a tea works for you.
Okay. Great.
Now, last thing, things that can go in your room to help you also to ionize the air. That would be things like the Himalayan salt lamp. Got it? Himalayan salt lamp. That really helps well also. And if you buy one, make sure you have one with a dial. You don't want that just clicks on and clicks off. You want one that has a dimmer on it. Got it? So if you get a Himalayan salt lamp, get one with a dimmer. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So all those are tips right there. Keep away the phone from your head.
Right,
don't charge us. Don't put your charging station next to your bed, y'all. Don't do that because that
I don't do none of that. No TV off, everything off. So this is good.
Try to do that. Good stuff. So that will give you a ballpark of where people are in most things that disturb people. The last thing would be also watch your bed. Okay, your bed. We did a study. I did a study, and I was reaching out to some of the people that deal with energy work. And one told me, he says, you know what? There's one thing you got to really watch. He said, when you are your bed, try to make sure your bed is not facing an outlet. Think about that. Think about that for a second.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me think. Okay. This is interesting. Your bed, when the head post is meeting a electrical outlet, there's an EMF that comes off of every outlet, and it can come off as far as 20 feet. Some of them. So it projects an energy from there that could be disturbing your sleep, and it also can be affecting the springs in the mattress of your bed. This is a deep study, y'all. And it was causing a lot of people a lot of sleep problems. So when people move their bed away from the area of an outlet dealing with your head at the bedpost, they slept better. I don't know
I
if
have a
that.
surge
Makes sense.
protector next. I have a surge protector right next to my bed.
Oh man, that's a whole lot of them behind your head.
Yes, I really do.
So that may be something that may help. Now I'm just reading back to or giving you back the feedback that I got when I did the research, and that was a very powerful one though. People when they moved it, they're away from there. Guess what? People start saying, I can sleep better.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
So
I never thought of that.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
but
I'm
that's
going to move it then. It's right next to my bed.
okay. Yeah,
So I
just
have
try
to
it
put my
another
cell
outlet.
phone so I can plug my cell phone in.
Get away from that head. That's right. That's right.
Interesting.
Wow.
So that may have an effect on the way you're sleeping because the power.
Yeah.
Remember, electromagnetic fields are all around us, and they can be what they're doing is constantly like this slapping against your cells, and that's radiation. Got it? So, for
Right.
example, you ever come in the room? I've used this example before. You ever come in a room and somebody sleep and they watching TV and they knocked out, snoring and everything, knocked out, right? And you come in there and cut the TV off and they wake up. Go,
I was watching that. I was watching that.
No, you wasn't. You
I was
was
watching
not
that.
watching that. Yes, I was. I was watching that.
I was
Ain't
watching
it-
it. Yes,
ain't it-
I was.
I was watching that. Yes, I did. I was so. You know what? That is a perfect example of being addicted to radiation. That's what that
Wow.
is. You're
Wow.
addicted to radiation because it's constantly what? It's hitting your cells. It's like somebody
Right.
like this.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then when it
yes, yes.
stops, they be like,
Yes.
you go, wait, what's
Yes.
going on in here?
Yes.
Addicted to radiation.
Wow.
Yes.
Dr. Paul, I've got an
That's some
interesting-
deep stuff, ain't it?
That
that
is
is-
really
So-
deep. I
so
never
that's-
did.
Yeah,
That's
so
deep.
that's why we wear the stones, we wear the grounding stones, things like that. That's the old purpose of having a Himalayan salt lamp, so it can knock those things down. There's a lot of good stuff that you can do to ground those electromagnetic fields.
Wow.
Does it matter if your headboard is wood or metal or?
I just think no, it doesn't matter because as long as it's close in that range of about 20 feet, it can be like come off the. I mean, they were talking about some of them, and I mean, 20 feet just for like electrical outlets. When they started looking at TVs, it was ridiculous, y'all. I don't even want to have to tell you how far that was. I mean,
Okay.
if you got a small house and you got a big old 65, 70-inch TV and you got it sitting up there and you watching it,
Make you blind.
man, you about to be glowing in the dark.
I know that's right.
Is there a wave page or something you can put on your electrical outlet or something you can cover it? 'Cause, you cannot change
Yeah, that's a good question, and I think that you can. Y'all can look this up now. There is a guy that sells it. He didn't passed on now. This is the one that actually did the study that I studied with. His name was Dr. Delbert Blair. Delbert Blair. And if you go to his website, he passed on. He was about in his late 80s. He's an incredible, metaphysics physicist, and he was also an herbalist. He was a many things to so many people. But Delbert Blair has a website. If you just Google, and he has things like diodes. He has the mattress one that you put on your mattress so it doesn't electrify. He has some that you can put in your chair, like when you're at work. Things that ground you. Those are the things that he does. So if it becomes a concern, which I'm going to tell you, it is a concern, y'all. It is a concern. That
Yes.
5G, when they crank the 5G up, baby, it's
buddy,
this thing
that's
is
true.
real.
That's
It's
so
very
true.
real.
Wow.
So, and all that stuff, Carmela, that stuff
Yes.
starts to mess with your sleep. It's messing
Yes.
with your cells,
Yes.
and it's like you can feel the stuff around you. You can feel it. You can go in places and you can feel that electromagnetic field. A good brother of mine, last thing, a good brother of mine, we were part of our men's group. He kept hearing me talk about this, and he's from the the technology field. He says, "Doc, I'm going to grab one of those those EM meters and bring it into class one day. So he brings it in one day, and I didn't even realize he did. He brought it over, and he started measuring the outlets. He went over all around the entire building, and it blew our mind.
Wow.
How far the radiation and how high the levels were. Let me tell you what the highest that we saw on the EMFs, and this is going to blow your mind. The highest we saw on the EMF radar was the phones when they come together. Okay, when they come together, the hottest time is when you cut the phone on.
Yes.
And it attaches to the tower. That thing skyrocketed, you know, and that's when people got it up against their head when they first turned it on. Don't do that. And also heaters, portable heaters. You know the little portable heaters?
Yes.
You know that you got the little one under your desk at work, you know, all those little heaters and stuff. Those things are very, very high EMF projectors. And that causes a lot of radiation. And you know what? I haven't put it all together, but I see a lot of seniors with a lot of discolorization of their legs. And one thing I say, well, what do you do a lot of? I just got my heater under my blanket, right under my legs. So be careful.
Dr.
Yeah, that is true,
I've
because
got a real serious question for those of us who are looking at this whole electrical thing with electric cars and this, that, and the other thing. What about people who've already gone ahead and they have what you call solar on their roofs, and they live under those panels?
Yeah. You know, there are some things that you can shield. There are shields
and that's my
that
question.
you can need. Yep. You remember, there's a lot of things that can shield. You know, that's why you have things like the Faraday shield, which is inside of your microwave. That's a Faraday shield. That's actually bounces it back into the microwave.
Okay.
So that's what keeps the food going when you're cooking it. And that's what it's always keeping it inside that box.
Yes.
If you ever get a hole or something in your microwave, you better throw that thing away. You should throw it away anyway. but that thing is dangerous. That's a radioactive piece. You want to throw that thing away. But you have those stones that we taught that are reflectors. You know the reflectors? One is called Amazonites. Amazonites.
Right.
You remember Amazonites? That's a shield because that's from the lead. That's a lead piece that actually shields. Another one is called labradorite.
All right.
Labradorite. And it gets its name, labradorite. Sounds just like the Labrador, like the dog. That comes from Labrador, Scotland. Of course, the shungite. 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 Remember, the shungite is the black stone. That comes from where? Anybody remember where that comes from?
Meteorite.
It's a meteorite.
Russia.
That's right, Prophetess. Where does it come from?
Russia.
Yeah, that's Russia. That's right. Comes from Russia. Shungia, Russia. Got it? And then you have the other ones that are like the tourmaline. Tourmaline is good. Okay. These are all stones that you can get in large quantities also and place them around your home. Got it?
Oh, okay.
Citrine.
Yeah. See,
I got one. Let me tell y'all. Hold on for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something. Get this thing.
Don't get lost back there now.
I disappeared. when I was little, I used to tell everybody I disappeared. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, this is right here. I went up to the Poconos and got this one. This one right here is called blue granite.
Blue granite.
Blue granite. Anybody ever had a blue granite tabletop or kitchen counter? The most expensive of granite is this one right here. This is the oldest of the granite. It is absolutely a billion-year-old. This right here. This is a billion-year-old. Got it? And this is also one of the pieces that shields. This is another shield. So you get any of the granites, especially the black granite. Or you can get the garnet, the black garnet. That's another one. See where I keep it, right? I keep it right in the back of my, my monitor. I keep this right here. And usually when you take a piece like that, or you got all these, I got all these toys around here, y'all. Here's another one right here. See that one? See, these things are knocking down those EMS. Kamala, see these?
Yes, I do.
Things around you. And you know, people say, oh, they ain't doing, oh, yeah, it is. It's doing something. So when that energy hits that stuff, it's knocking it down. Got it? So that doesn't come and hit you. Got it?
Citrine?
Right.
Citrine, yeah, this citrine right here. Okay. All right, let's see what else.
Thank you so much.
I got one more. I got another one. This is called Aura Light 23. Aura Light, like an aura that comes around your body. 23. This is the highest form of amethyst. This is the highest form of amethyst that you can get on the planet, and it's a manifestation stone. So these are things that you pray on and you keep with you, you know, and these help you get your energy right. You remember we were talking about acupuncture? Well, some of these stones are good for you just to hold on. That's why people have them on necklaces. That's why they were in the Bible and on the breastplate of, you know, Levi. I think it was it Levi, right? Was it
yes.
Yes.
The Levites, yes.
Yep, Levites. Got it? So it represented
much do they
each tribe.
cost?
They're different numbers. You can go right to I would recommend that you call Ross Ben. Ross Ben is a gem. He actually is a gem expert and crystal expert. And he is who I got most of my stones from, except for the granite. I got that myself. Pulled that out the ground myself. Let's see.
How do you spell his name?
Ross, R-A-S. Last name Ben, B-E-N. And I sat down with Ross Ben just last week, and we had a great time talking about what's going on. And, you know, he conferred. He said, yeah, man. He says, you know, so much is going on where people are having memory problems, can't sleep at night, agitated, anger, a lot of anger. You know, you see what's going on with anger right now with people being short-tempered. You know, a lot of these drive-by situations on the expressway.
Yeah, and, man.
You know, people going in. I mean, it's crazy right now, man. People are acting very erratic. Erratic comes from, you know, vibration, energy, negative energy. So you got to flip that. I can also say there's some good things that you can do. The good things is to go around natural ionic places that kick off ionic, or which means what? Ion means what? Negative ions. Negative ions. Because you can have positive ions, you know, but these are negative ions that are for, you know, healing the body, because that's where your white blood cells and red blood cells, they move in a right spin, which is alkaline, which is negative charge, right? So what helps them to move in that direction is when you expose yourself to natural negative ionic atmosphere. Got it? Now, what would that be? How about what creates in nature natural ion atmospheres or areas? How about running water? Running water. Yep. Running water. You ever see those little waters, the little things when you come in people's house? They got the water running. Yes. Now you know why they got them. Got it? That's actually moves energy. Also, you ever wonder why when you go to the beach, you feel that? You get there right at the front. You just don't even go in the water. You just standing out there going, man, this feels so good. You're getting all that negative ion energy. Right? Also, waterfalls. Anywhere there's waterfalls, like Niagara Falls, it just, you feel all that energy. Got it? Knocks down all that positive bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancers, and all that other stuff. Ain't that awesome? Ain't God good? Y'all need to be shouting. Y'all better throw something at the screen or something. I don't know. I'll give y'all as many examples as I can.
Yeah.
So, you know, Dr. Paul, when I was a kid.
Go ahead, Big B. Throw something.
How about that?
So Dr. Paul,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You're saying when I was a kid, and I would wash dishes and I leave the water running and my parents would get after me. I was doing a good thing.
That's right.
exactly
That's right.
right.
Show enough now. That's right. And you know what? Also, this is some deep stuff. And you can do this as a little experiment to show you how powerful ionizing just running water is. If you take your cell phone, you get on your cell phone, right? And this is a little experiment, all right? This is going to blow your mind now. It's going to trip you out. You get on your cell phone and make a call to somebody, and I guarantee you, if you start running water and the closer you get to that water, that signal's going to drop.
Wow.
No kidding. No kidding.
That call is going to drop.
About
I'm
that?
gonna try that.
Say, I can't talk to y'all right now. I'll see y'all up. I just gave y'all an excuse to get off a phone call. I'm sorry. I was on the shower. I was getting in the shower, and I just couldn't hear it no more.
You're going to have me talking on the phone in the bathroom forever.
Yes.
That was naughty.
But think about the science, right? That
Yes,
phone
yes,
is kicking off that powerful EMF.
Yes.
And soon as that negative hits it from running water, something as natural as running water, that phone call shuts that thing down. Boom. That's awesome, man. I'll tell you, that's good. Awesome. But we went a long way, Carmela, for the feeling good and going to sleep.
Yes, we did.
Let's get back. We have a lot of people.
I just got
No, we got a lot of
educated
people
on
that
stuff.
want questions asked.
Okay, all right. All right,
Thank
Prophet.
you.
All right, sorry. All right, good stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's get up to Kathleen up in
Okay.
the corner of the doctor. Kathleen Jackson, you there? You still there?
Yes, hi, Dr. Paul. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I have 3 questions. Hopefully it'll be really quick. Last week you talked about tuna fish. And so tuna fish in the can is bad for you just simply because of the can, or
Yeah, it's the canning and the industrialization of it. You know, a lot of the way they're capturing it, you know, all the methods that they're doing, mercury, you got a lot of chemical industrialization things going on. But if you get fresh tuna caught, you know, just like regular fish, that's something different. Yeah, totally different.
okay.
Yeah.
And so I know you speak a lot when you talk about like the dentist and thing and metal in your mouth and different things like that. My question is, like, I have a stent, which I'm assuming is probably metal. So are there any kind of problems or complications that's going to be causing down the road?
Well, the stent, I'm sure, Nitha, you can probably answer that one. When you have a stent, and this is in your artery somewhere, when you're,
Correct.
yeah, right, yeah. So what's happening is they're going to always give you a medication to keep that from clogging. Yeah. So the one thing I tell people is when you have a stent, you got to stay on blood cleansers. Got it. You got to stay on the red onion tea. That's the best thing. I'm gonna tell you what breaks it up, y'all. It's the red onion tea. I wish there was something else to talk about. I mean, the stories that I get back with just the red onion tea is saving people's lives. Unbelievable. And it's just breaking that plaque up. But it's got to be a number 9 organic onion. Doesn't have to be red, just as long as it's an onion. And if you got any in that family, you might say, I don't have an onion, but you got scallions. Scallions are in that family, you know, all the way down to, you know, the very simple thing. Also, garlic is in that family. Those are the allium families. So they scrub, and they're natural antibiotics, but they also scrub those arteries and veins, breaks that plaque up. But here's the big thing. You got to watch the canola. I'm going to tell you, you got to watch that canola. They telling everybody to cook their chicken in canola oil. And that's, you know, get off of that frying. Do an air fryer if you got to fry it all. You know, do air fryers, do baking, do broiling. Get away from the oil. You do not need oil. The body does not need oil to process. So that gunks up the liver and causes a lot of problems. That's where the statin. If you will on a statin, you want to get off that statin, get off that oil. Got it? That's the way you get off of it.
Okay, great. And so my last question is, should you be eating any differently or anything after having gallbladder surgery?
Yes, because you have, with gallbladder, of course, you know that makes the bile, and the bile helps you for digesting and breaking down the food. So no longer, if the gallbladder is no longer there, then you're going to have to really start to get on good things that keep the villi and digestive tract breaking down. So enzymes and things that help you do that. Things like papaya are good. There are digestible enzyme with greens, of course. Those are natural prebiotics. Those are prebiotics, no probiotics, prebiotics. Got it? Which means anything green. You got to stay on green drinks, things like that, because that's going to help to break down, watch the meats. You got to watch heavy meats. They're going to be always rough on you. Got it? So, yeah, those are the things that I would recommend. Alkaline-based diet.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right. So who else we have? Neetha?
Okay.
We got Neetha. Is that Neetha up there?
Well, the next one is Betty, I think.
That's what is better, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Man, what's all my screen all messed up? I don't see no Betty. Where Betty at? Oh, man, where you go, Betty? Hey, Betty.
On my screen, Betty, over your head.
Hey.
Betty,
first I want to say welcome to Brother Bill. Welcome back, because
thank you.
Prophetess had us on lockdown, so.
Yeah. Still got you on lockdown. Just because Bill is back, I still got you on lockdown. So, Kathleen, 3 questions came and went very quickly.
Keep it moving.
She heard that, huh? Okay. I just want to call to everyone's attention. And on my end, anyway, where I live, the big lots, I went in there this week. Now, the geyser water, the crystal geyser water is 24 bottles for $3.99. But in Acme sells it for 32 bottles for $4.99. Only you get 8 more bottles. Wait, yeah, for $1 more. And that's the regular price. $4.99 for 32 bottles. Big lots sell 24 for $3.99.
Nice.
Just want to call that to everybody's attention.
Okay, good.
And let me just add that Big Lots also has 20% off everything, because I just got 2 cases and I got 20% off. That's $3.99.
Well, on that $3.99, is it periodically a sale, or is it all the time? Because you have to have a awards card.
Oh, I don't know. I just went in there this weekend, drove by, and sent off everything in the store. So
okay, and Acme it depends on the Acme too. It has it on sale this week, 2 cases for $9.
Wow, that's good
stuff. So it depends. If you're near Big Lots, okay. If you're near Acme, that's okay too.
Do what you got to do, guys.
Dr. Paul.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but you're talking about water, but Walmart has water. Walmart has it too.
There's a lot of places that have it now. One of the places
hard to find it, and the Walmart I go to is hard to find.
Yeah. So do the comparative shopping. Y'all compare prices and get on that textbook, because y'all text me everywhere y'all go. y'all funny, boy. They be sending me pictures of me inside the Big Lot. Hey, John, come in here. I'm like, okay.
That lets you know everybody doing their homework.
Everybody doing their homework.
That's right.
I got one point to let you know, though. I did find out that they are putting Eternal is being now sold in the Dollar Tree store.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes, Eternal is being sold in the Dollar Tree store.
And Icelandic.
And Icelandic, yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So check them. They going by that whole thing with Crystal Geyser. They don't realize what's going on yet. They figuring y'all out. They like, what is going on with this Crystal Geyser? Yo, something's going on. There's a movement going on. Really, you're educating even the people that work in these places, because they don't know what they're doing. And it's definitely, you see the difference of what it does for your body. It makes you feel better. You start to feel less inflammation. So it's a lot of good stuff. But yeah, well, keep it going, y'all. Keep it going. All right. All right. What we got there, Big B?
Okay. One from therapy. She has her nephew who's been getting a sty on his eye. So what can you do to prevent this from happening in the future? Getting a
sty in the eye. That's like a little. Sometimes that can be a couple of things that can be. There can be 2 things that cause a sty. With the bump around the eyelid area. And that can be, number one, it can be kids chilling. Is he young? Is he a young man?
Didn't say.
Okay. Usually you got to watch children putting your hands that are unclean to get bacteria on the hand. They put it in the eye. Got it? So that can actually infect those areas or get an infection in that area of the cuticle, right in that area of the eye, in that lid. Or it can be an ingrown. It can be ingrown, also a hair that can't come through and it gets blocked. So either way, we use a hot compress, heat. We start to put a little hot compress on there. And I would suggest they try to see, you got to really look at the situation, but a hot compress is where we start. That gives them some relief to bring it down.
He's 10 years old. He's 10 years old.
Yeah. Watch the bacteria. Is the eye red also? Is the eye...
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's Mike Tyson kind of hit him.
Yeah, that's usually bacteria. That's usually bacteria in the eye. So you would probably also do an eye wash. We do an eye wash with just something as simple as the Crystal Geyser water. They can, children kind of have fun with the eye wash when you just put regular water in it. You just put it about 2/3 high and you place it over the eye and you hold it up like that. They got little children versions of that. You can go to the drugstore and get the little eye wash for them, okay? But that usually helps, to keep it clean. The whole thing is to keep it clean now, all right? And tell them you got to keep their hands clean from touching their eyes, got it? Usually the hot compress will bring it down after a day or so. Of just keeping it clean.
Thanks, Dr. Paul. Thank you.
Okay. Good question, though. Good stuff. All right. Who else we have there?
Okay, we got Harneeth up in the corner.
Nita.
Yes. Hi. How are you? Welcome back, Bill.
Thank you, Nita.
The other thing too, I don't know if they have sprouts up north, but I know the sprouts down here. I was there yesterday and I saw they had Crystal Geyser, so I went got me a couple of cases until I got to the counter, and I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Is this the price of this water?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Oh no, I'm not paying that money for that. I'm getting in touch with the corporation. They wanted $6.99 for a 24-bottle case."
Wow! Wow!
That's sprouts.
Wow!
I'm loud, and another person was getting 6 or 7 cases. You can get this at the dollar store, and you can get it at customer service.
I know that's right.
Anyone here can help you. And I said, "No, you're not having. I'm getting in touch with the corporation because this is ridiculous."
Yeah, that's definitely gouging there. That's too high.
Yes.
What's happening here? When you're down south, you're getting yours from the Blue Ridge Mountains. You know that, right? Look in the lower right-hand corner. Do you have a Crystal Geyser bottle by you? But it's mostly on the ones that are.
I do. Yes, I do.
It may be on the small ones, but it's mostly on the gallon ones.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a little right-hand corner somewhere around there. It'll say where it's coming from. We live in the northern hemisphere. We're getting ours from the Adirondack Mountains. We're getting ours from the Adirondack.
I have to look at it.
And if you're out west, it's the Mount Shasta, Mount Sierra, the protective Native American Indian lands out there. Let me tell you, y'all got to remember this water is coming from the most sacred places on the planet.
Yes.
This is not only that, these would be considered holy mountains. That's how deep this is. This is some deep stuff. And it's so interesting that this water is the highest in the pH that we can find anywhere in the world is in the 8.5. If you've tested that water, and you saw me do the test, when I do the test, I did it on here one night, remember?
Yes.
It turned blue. There's nowhere else turns like that. Fiji turns blue, but it's a different type of blue. Nothing turns the color that it turns. That water turns when it's coming from where in the United States. What does that mean?
Yes.
This is some of the oldest land, just like Africa. This is some old land. And these are some old mountains, y'all. A lot of pure stuff is coming out of this water. Take advantage of it.
I remember when you did it in person, and it blew the people away.
Yeah, it's amazing, and the dollar store been selling it for over 20 years. They need to put, what they need to do? They need to put something on the label. 20 years and still going strong. That's what they
Okay, my question was from last week, the difference between farm raised and wild caught.
Yeah. Wild caught meaning, of course, wild caught is in the wild, and they're getting the
fish are grabbing the algae, which is the omega that you need. But if you're getting it farm raised, you don't have that omega. So that defeats the whole purpose why some people are eating fish to begin with. They're looking for the omega-3. Got it? So that's the difference. And then, of course, with the salmon, they just took everything to a whole nother level. They just did the GMO thing. They just remember that company, y'all. It's called Aqua Bounty. Write that down. Aqua Bounty. That's the one you want to stay away from. Anything that you see that is from Aqua Bounty, that's the ones that have been just, and not only that, but they just got approved for a new development in California to be a much larger facility, almost twice the size that it is right now in Indiana. So they moving forward with this thing. They're moving forward with modifying the fish, and they know y'all love salmon. So we gonna make the biggest ones we can find. So,
and then you have to watch too, Dr. Paul, and just letting other people know, because I've seen it in the salmon, and I look at it, and then if you read the label, it says color added. I said,
you
why
got
do you
it.
need to do that?
That's because it's looking like an eel. Looking like a gray eel. Because that's what it's mixed with. It's mixed with this they took the human growth hormone from an eel and mixed it in there, and that's what makes it grow. You got it? This some Frankenstein stuff, y'all. You know, and that's why the FDA said we're going to have to get really strict rules with this, because if that ever got out in the ocean, this thing would grow up to be a whale of a salmon. It would never stop growing. You know, so they got all these rules and regulations. Just one little egg, just one little tiny egg. If it got in there, you never know, because this is what they're not thinking about. This is the recklessness of what they're doing. It's reckless and it's irresponsible, because what happens when something else eats something else? You got it? It alters it forever. And everybody eating something that's been altered, and it's altering something that will never be changed, it'll never be the same in you.
You know, Dr. Paul, they thought about this a long time. I remember you were probably a kid, but I remember there was a movie that they put out a long time ago, and it talked about this kind of thing and how it would mushroom into, it's like they were putting these rays on these fish. And then as they were released out into the wild, that, as you said, they were eaten by something else, and they would just blow up and get really, really big.
Yeah, and see this whole GMO thing, you know, they're tracking it. You probably say, well, how does it know if this thing is altering? And when they mix these things together, how does it know if it's actually working or not? Well, they tag inside of this thing. When they mix two principles together, they also tie in this thing called, check this out now, say it so, luciferase.
Yes.
Lucifer, the devil.
Luciferase, which is a dye that comes from the same glow that you would get from jellyfish or lightning bugs. Got it? So when they make this substance and then they mix these two together, they can see where it goes. So they were trying to find out how this would affect, in animals. So they mixed it with some of the bunny rabbits, right? And they were trying, when they mixed it with the bunny rabbits, they were saying, well, we don't know how the gene actually acts. So we got to raise these bunnies up. We're going to mix the genes, and then we're going to grow them together. And then they can see which ones were affected, because guess what? They turned off the lights and the bunny rabbits lit up.
Amen.
Wow. Ain't that crazy? That's what they're doing. That's what gives them their data. That's their gene data. You know, the genome data, changing and altering DNA and all that stuff. So that's how they know which way it goes and which way it affects, and how it deals with you and all of it, everybody else. So it's gene manipulation. Got it?
And one last thing, Dr. Paul, I just want to reiterate what you talk about as far as the oils and staying away from the oils to help control your cholesterol. just repeating a little bit what you say, and I'm gonna try to get it right. Not to treat, cure,
diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. Just food for the soul.
Well, mine is just information for the soul right now. But with cholesterol, so many people on cholesterol medicine.
Yes.
And you have to understand the concept and how your body works, because Pfizer has that's one of their top selling drugs as far as
Wow.
Your liver, your body makes cholesterol, and you're supposed to have cholesterol.
Yes.
The liver is making cholesterol because you need it.
That's
now,
right.
the doctors are giving you drugs to prevent your liver from making cholesterol. So just think about what trouble is in right now.
Go ahead, Letha. I see you, Letha.
Wow.
I can't see your hair. I can see the top of your head moving on like that.
You should be
I know you telling them off. I can't.
And you know,
yes,
what? You know, just to let the audience know, I went to see a patient the other day and going over the medicines. I said, doggone it, you should be well, because he's on 2 statins, he's on 4 diabetic medications. I said, well, you should be totally cured by now. Well, you on all that? But he's sick as a dog.
Yeah, you know, you figure that with everybody taking so much medication, somebody would be getting well. Maybe just slip up and get well. You might slip up and get well, but nobody's getting well. Nobody's getting well. Why? Because it sends you into a state of acidosis. Got it? You cannot function in an acid state. Your body's tearing down. That's it. Suppressing symptoms is suppressive therapy. That's what it does. It's suppressing the symptoms. So only thing that's going to bring you back to life is something that has life. Life begets life. That's it. It's all about the pH, y'all. When you find out and stay with that, and if you can discipline yourself to do that, to keep your body in pH by testing yourself, change your life. Got it? Guaranteed. It's got to change your life.
Right.
Thank you, Letha.
Guys, we're all collateral damage in this whole all this foolishness. So
collateral damage.
That's what it boils down to. So we've got to come together. That's why the family tree is so important. It's so important. Let me tell you something. The little time that I was away, and as I was just sort of checking everything, you guys have no idea the kind of information that is passed on. Please continue to pass it. Keep asking folk and keep sharing with your folk, because they're not going to get it anyplace other than right here. And if you don't just look, just live the life. That's all.
That's right. That's right.
People will see a sermon before they will hear one any day.
All right.
Day long.
All right. Thank you, Big B. Word to the wise. Yes, sir. Yes, that's right.
Live the life I sing about.
I know that's right. All day long.
All right, Letha.
And it's now 8:30.
All right, Reverend.
Christina
today.
She
preaching tonight.
Yes.
Dr. Christina Young. You there, Christina?
Christina.
You got to unmute, Christina.
Didn't you skip Hydra?
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Sorry about that. Let's go to Hydra. Christina, hold on 1 second. Let's go to Hydra, and then we'll get to Christina next.
Thank you. Good evening.
Certainly.
I've kind of been waiting since last week. I was hoping we had it where those who got a chance last week would wait for those of us who hadn't had a chance yet.
But we don't. They don't keep track of that either. So
I gather. Anyway, I was invited by Wayne. Wayne was one of your family members in Philadelphia. I am in White Plains, New York. And I've just been enjoying this wonderful information. I left my email last week because Prophetess Lisa said that if I leave the email, I would get a copy of the recording. I was requesting that. Unfortunately,
not the recording, just the transcript. The transcript.
No, I said if you send an email to, back then was Dr. Paul, if you send an email to Dr. Paul, not you send us your email.
Oh, I thought you said in the chat. That was
okay. What's your question tonight?
Okay, my question is, what can I do for ear fungus?
Yeah.
You said ear fungus?
Ear
fungus.
yes.
Well, definitely you have to. There are, you can get this from any store, including not just the herb stores, but any drugstore. You can get ear gel, okay? And it's a gel that has approximately, it's a gel, but it's going to have about 3% hydrogen peroxide. Got it? That's what you would use. I gave out the last time, Dr. What was it, Dr. Let me see for it. There's one that you can buy in any of the stores. As long as it has about 3%, just follow through with the procedure of what it actually tells you to do. You got to clean the ear, keep your fingers out the ears. Don't use Q-tips. Got it? Don't use Q-tips because you're just pushing it in there. There are devices that you can use, which are there are twirl devices now that clean ears. They can help also, but I would first start with fungus of any kind. That would be the hydrogen peroxide. Got it? So what you would do is just grab. Let me see if I can find it. Prophetess, you have that?
No, but you said it's ear gel?
Yeah, it's actually a cleaning formula. It's called Neil Med. Neil Med. Okay? I would say, Dr. Neil, Neil,
Okay.
ear cleaning. That's the one that I recommend. Got it? You can get it from any, they'll have it in the drugstores and everywhere. You got those. And those are good. They actually work.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? And I would get the one that's the whole kit. They got a whole kit one that's a wax. It's an ear canal kit that goes with it.
Okay.
Got it? And it's actually, you'll see, it'll say Clear Canal Complete Earwax Removal Kit. Just get the entire removal kit.
Okay.
Follow directions, and that should clear it out.
Thank you. And next time I'll ask my other questions.
Okay. You got another question? You can ask another question.
Yeah.
You got another question?
My other question is, I have a left eye that is teary. It's been tearing for years. Just my left eye. And there's nothing, my eye doctor, I mean, she tried Restasis, and it helped like just a little bit. And I've just never been able to get rid of that.
Yeah, what happens when the eye is tearing like that is detoxing. That's what's happening. Do you have high blood pressure?
I do.
Yep, that's what it is. See, what happens is there's blocked areas. Remember, when there's blood pressure issues, you have cranial arteries in your eyes that are smaller, much smaller than your body's, arteries and veins. Got it? Yeah. So they're that much smaller. So when you are having high blood pressure, you're going to see it in your eyes first. Now, it's probably, do you have glaucoma or cataracts?
No.
No, never been diagnosed with those, right?
No.
Okay. I would start with eye washing. That's what you want to start with, eye washing.
Eye washing. Okay.
You got to do an eye wash. So you would get a good water. I wouldn't even use anything yet. I would just use strictly water and try to clear out the eye debris, that something is agitating possibly in the eye that's causing it on that level, but it's finding a way of detoxing out of that one eye. And that may be because the other eye may be blocked. So it's causing the body is amazing. It'll reroute and start saying, well, we can't get it out. We're going to send it out the other eye. And it's detoxing that way. But some way you're detoxing or something is an agitant in that eye. So you may have to go to an optometrist to see, have them dilate it a little bit to see what's going on in there.
I've done it, Dr. Paul. I've done it.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Follow me though. The ducts are blocked. So there's things that are going on with that eye. You got to be careful. No, all stones unturned. So with that, start with washing the eyes. There is a Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright formula that we use also. It's called Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright formula. Okay, that's a liquid tincture one, or you can get capsules with that. that is where I would start first with those things. But I would start first. I would say if there's anything to do, start washing the eye. Start using the eye wash.
And how often per day should I do that?
You can do it as often as you need to. And try to get it at room temperature water. Got it? Room temperature.
Okay.
Also, hot compresses on the eyes also. Hot compresses. They tend to work too to unlock or unblock areas with the eyes. Okay? Because something definitely is going on there. It could be something, there's some people that, believe it or not, there's something that could be very small that's happening. There could be a eyelash bending in the inside of the area. It's so many things
I got you.
It's really, really bizarre. But things like that agitate the eye. I'm just giving you as much as I can.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I would start with washing first because we got to clean it. If you clean it, then that may clear out some things. Okay.
And you don't think it has anything to do with allergies?
Well, allergies are always something. Yeah, allergy. Remember, anytime you have allergies, that's the body trying to purge. Got it? It's purging. So it can be allergies. Absolutely.
Because I do have allergy problem.
Yeah, that's sign of a detox. See, that's the sign of a detox. Yep. That's the sign
of a detox.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Christine is next, Dr. Paul.
Christine?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Christine. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a couple questions somebody wanted me to ask. The first one is about chlorophyll. I heard you say that chlorophyll is good for inflammation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what else is it good for?
Remember, chlorophyll is literally plant melanin. So chlorophyll is the ability for the body to raise the pH, but it's always like the blood of the plant. So it's actually ways of it raises the pH, it pulls mucus out on contact. That's probably one of the most effective ways. Usually when you buy liquid chlorophyll, it comes in, the little liquid green bottle. That's coming from alfalfa. But here's the thing. Anything green is chlorophyll. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Now, you come out your house, you're going to look at grass, you're going to see flowers, you're going to see trees. Everything that is green is chlorophyll. You got it? Look at it from that perspective. All right?
Okay. And what can you use to raise your metabolism naturally?
Metabolism for what you got to, you mean for burning fat, you mean?
Yes, because I think he's trying to work out.
Mm-hmm. Well, burning metabolism, we know that the one hormone that does that is testosterone for men. Okay? So testosterone builders for men would move that. There's a list of many testosterone builders. Or basically, and when you want to burn fat, remember your body burns this thing called glucagon from the pancreas. So when you do exercises, exertion followed by immediate rest releases this thing called glucagon that comes from your pancreas, which actually now is the greatest fat burner you have. But there's a lot of things that have to be in play. So I would say he would need an assessment for me to be, more on point to what's going on. Okay.
Right. And he said, how often should he take magnesium?
Well, magnesium is anything green.
Mm-hmm. So he could just.
That's with the green. That's the highest form of magnesium is from greens. That's what makes for ladies. Let me tell y'all want y'all plants who out there planting the gardens now. Y'all planting the gardens. If you want the best garden in your neighborhood and you're around your surroundings, add a little magnesium, magnesium to that plant. That plant's gonna take off. I'm telling you, that's gonna take off. That matter of fact, the magnesium gives it the deep dark green. And that's what brings the flower out. I learned that from somebody at the flower show. Guy was like, hey, man, you know how to win the contest. It's not the flower. It's the darkness of the green.
Wow.
Brings out the flower. That's why when you get those flowers, you're going to see how dark green they are. You ever see a plant and it starts to fade at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, see, if you see a plant fade at the bottom, well, that's the plant losing magnesium. That's what it's doing. It's losing magnesium. So it's the plant saying, we got to survive. So send the rest of the magnesium to the younglings. To the younglings.
Yes.
Keep them going. Keep them going. Because we died down here. They won't water us. Give me some magnesium.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
All right. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Ain't that something? Y'all poor plants is like, yes, hallelujah.
I need help up here. I need help down here.
So where do you get the magnesium? You do some Epsom salts. Take some Epsom salts and put it in your plant, and that plant's going to take off. You're going to be like, that plant's going to take off. That's magnesium. Yep.
Okay.
But make sure it's the kind that you know that you can put in plants and things like that, you know, because there are different types of magnesium and they put mixtures with it. No mixtures, got it? Just Epsom salts, yeah.
Okay.
And some water. Epsom salts and some water.
How about that?
See,
I want to get this info right here at the tree, y'all. What can I tell you? You know, there's an iPhone. Dr. Cole, I missed this. There's an iPhone that's just left for Christina. Doesn't have a name. It just says iPhone.
Okay, Christina, you good? That was your last question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Okay.
And we got iPhone. We got iPhone.
iPhone? Still there? Okay.
Dr. Paul, it's Helen.
Okay.
Hey, Helen, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, where you in Vegas? Where you at?
I'm walking here now in the Sprouts, and I was listening to some of the things you were saying, and I do see, I'm on my way down here now to the Waters, and they had the guys of water here for like $5.99, and then they have the
I can't see. We can't see.
$1.69, as you can see.
We can't. We can't see because you got a filter on the back. If you take your filter off,
filter off. We can see it, Helen.
I think she's in the store.
I know she's in the floor. I mean, you can only get this on the family tree. We got live. We got live shoppers now, y'all.
That down.
Take it back down, though, Helen, so we can see what it is.
Can you take your back wrap out because it's actually blocking you?
There you go. No.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, now can you see now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we got live, y'all. I love it.
Okay.
$1.79.
I love it. $1.79. What store are you in now?
Down here, $5.99.
Wow.
All right, and $5.99.
They got the Icelandic that you're referring to, the $2.29, and then they got Mountain Spring the $2.
And you know what, Helen, I find it interesting that the crystal geyser is all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Helen, go get the manager right now. Let's put him on live. I'm only kidding.
And you know they got the medicine, like all the vitamins are like 20% off today.
Wow.
They got it like this all week long or something like that.
What store are you
What store are you in?
What store are you in? Sprout?
Sprouts over here in
I told you, I knew it. It
in Marlton. She's in Marlton, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Marlton.
because that's how they set it up.
All right. That sounds good.
Helen, turn your camera sideways.
It's always a pleasure seeing you all and seeing you, Bill.
Yes.
Dr.
Hey,
Paul.
I love it. Live in Sprouts. Reporting. Helen reporting. Back to the family tree.
Working and everything. So I work, both days and nights. So I don't really have a chance to do so much now. Prices is on the rise. Gas is too high.
All right. We got our roving reporter on the red. Let's give Helen a hand, y'all.
That's right.
Okay. God bless y'all. Take care.
Helen,
that's our family tree.
That's right. You can only get this kind of info on the tree.
You can't get that nowhere else. That's right. All right.
All right, Big Phil, you there?
That's great. I love it.
I call Phil. Call Phil brushing his bald head like I do. Go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, Phil. What's up, buddy?
Phil, unmute, buddy. We can't hear you.
Here we
Phil,
go.
Unmute. There you go.
Hey, Dr. Paul, how you doing today?
Oh, doing well, Phil. How you been?
Great. Listen, the testimony got two things. I'm going to be real quick. First of all, for all the men out there with prostate, I just want to thank you for your help, Dr. Paul. I got a result back from the PSA from 8.7. I'm all the way down to a 3 now.
Woo!
Wow, that's what's up.
That's awesome.
Very good.
One thing that makes it effective, Dr. Paul, I got to tell you about it. You got to eliminate sugar and grains, because I think the grains played a big role in absorption process for my prostate. But once I let them go, I felt a big difference. I was able to sleep through the night, and most of the minerals and even the herbs I was taking was able to get my system more effectively. So,
all right.
Yes.
Right.
Congratulations, Phil. Congratulations. You remember, and it's keeping the pH. See, when you eliminate grains, grains fall on the acid side. Got it? It tears down into an acidic ash and the stuff in the system. And when you're trying to recover with something like the prostate, you need to keep that pH as high as you can get it.
Well, so I was averaging around 6.8, 6.6, somewhere around there. I stayed around there, so I was real religious about the pH.
Yes,
but
good.
It's one of them things, because a lot of brothers out here, we're struggling with this prostate thing, and it requires a lot of discipline. And we'll get different advice, even your advice, and you'll go to a naturopathic here, has his take away. But I think that one thing was important to me is that if food caused the problem, why not target the things that cause the problem? And believe it or not, as an ectomorphic person, a thin person, letting away carbs go was very, very hard, because you do lose some mass. Because sometimes, depending on your body type, and I'm quite sure you know this, Dr. Paul, that can be a challenge. But other than that, my MRI was great. No signs of no cancer. I never got the biopsy, which I was totally against. Now my levels are down to a 3. So I just want to thank you.
All right, man. Let's give him a hand, y'all. Come off, everybody, come off mute and say happy congratulations to Phil. Just come off together.
Congratulations, Phil.
Congratulations.
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 Can y'all hear me?
Good job.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Congratulations.
All right, Phil.
So, Dr. Paul, last thing is that I'm grappling with this situation, and I refuse to go to the allopathic, because I managed them guys for over 30 years at the University of Penn, and I know they don't have no real answers for me. But I had a lymphoma on my neck, which came from a abscess, and like you say, the body's magnificent. It formed the abscess to protect me from this infection, and now I have a lymphoma. It's so funny that it grows and goes down and grows, and then I'm contemplating about the surgery. But give me some advice.
Yeah, what I would use immediately, there's two things that I would use immediately, and make sure you go on mute. All right, the one thing that I would do, there's a quick formula we use, is the Dr. Christopher's again, one of my favorites, Dr. Christopher's black ointment. Got it? Black ointment. And also, I would combine that with a neem oil. Neem, N-E-E-M. So you need a draw. They took our greatest draw, which was the black salve. That was the best one. But you got to take it with some understanding. So the closest thing to that would be something like a black salve. Dr. Christopher's black ointment. Okay? That's a good draw. Also, sheep sorrel. Sometimes you can buy, or Indian hemp. That would be another one. Sometimes you can get an Indian hemp in a cream, or they get the herb in a form of like Indian hemp.
Is it an oil base?
It can actually be like a little oil base, Indian hemp. Yeah. So Indian hemp, or Dr. Christopher's black ointment, and neem. Those are draws. They will draw out. Those are the astringents. Another one more. Black walnut. Black walnut. Black walnut is a draw also. See, these are astringents that draw out, so it's going to help it push out. But also, remember, if you're pushing out of the skin, the main organ that does that would be your liver. So you gotta clean the liver by doing herbs that clean the liver. That would be like the burdock root, the dandelion, the cleavers, yellow dock, all those that are on my list. I got about 90 of them on the list on my website. Gotcha. So select one, but I would try that black ointment first.
Yes, sir. I got
I'll
you.
try the black ointment first. All right, brother Phil. Congratulations again, my brother.
Thanks for your direction,
Yeah,
brother.
great job,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Great
That's what it's
job.
all
Great
about.
job. You representing, man. Go tell somebody, man. That's right.
Always, Dr.
That's
Paul.
right. That's right.
This was all about, because in this health, this quest for optimum health, people are basically saying it's your responsibility. And the family tree is a great asset, but discipline and what you're saying, I can tell the people you have to have discipline, because if you don't have the discipline, none of this stuff works. And I just want to thank you for just providing the information.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. You've been very diligent about doing it, and you have been rewarded. So, peace to you. Yes, wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. What do we have? Is this somebody live, or we got a chat? We got someone to chat.
854. 854.
Hello.
Yes. Hold up,
Hello?
Mark. You got to go on. Mark, we got people in line already. We gotta hold up for a second. Hold up.
Beverly Miller's right next to Phil.
All right. Yeah. Beverly?
Thank you. Thank you for taking my question. Hello, Dr. Phil, and welcome home, Bill.
Thank you.
Did she call me Dr. Phil?
No.
Yeah,
No, she welcome. Hey, welcome home.
All right, Dr. Phil, would you want to take that question? Where is he? I don't see him. That's Dr. Paul.
Go ahead.
All right.
say that. I said, welcome home, Bill.
Bill, that's what she said.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Go ahead, Beverly.
I'm gonna ask you, have you ever heard of the wall plug-in EMF neutralizer that neutralizes?
Yeah, that's why I said you can go to places like Delbert Blair's website. They have a lot of stuff out there, but if there's anyone that I trust, I would trust that website, Delbert Blair, DELBERT, Blair, BLAIR. There's a lot of good devices out there, because a lot of people understand this EMF. As I was saying, it messes with sleep, it messes with a lot of things. A lot of people are living. What my concern is? My concern is people who live in apartment buildings. That would be concerning, because everyone has a hot water, or their water, the electric, and gas. Some of them are independent in each apartment, and that means they're stacked, multi-stacked. So you just created a cage of radioactivity in one cage. When they go in there, and plus tack on top of that, everyone has internet. So now you got a 5G device in your house at the same time. So I would love to do a study to see, how many people in that complex have arthritis. How many people are having blood issues, how many people are having issues with any kind of thing. So it's really to be concerned. So, yeah, Beverly, so if you have any insight with that, share it with the family, if you have it.
I have something called, the name brand is Altera, and I have it plugged into my wall, and I do live in an apartment building, but I've bought so many different TV antennas, and I use internet TV, but no matter what kind of antenna I get, I can't get no signal, and I think that's why, because of the EMF.
You're knocking it down. You're knocking it down. They took cell phones. This to show you how powerful this stuff is. They took cell phones. They took about 4 cell phones, and they put them head to head like this. Like they put them head to head like this, and they put them in a circle. There's about 4 of them. They put popcorn in the middle, and they rang the phones, and then popped the popcorn.
Popcorn.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I wouldn't eat that popcorn.
Yeah, that popcorn was your brain cells. How about that?
On steroids, no less.
Yes, that's your brain cells. So yeah, you can go online. It's on YouTube. You can punch it on YouTube. Cell phones popping popcorn. Yeah, it'll pop. Think about that. That's your brain cells.
So
it lets you know that. That's how powerful that is. So Beverly, the good stuff. Okay.
Okay, if strong enough to knock out the TV signals, I guess my house is pretty strong.
There you go. You got that shungite going. That's right, shungite. Any of those can knock that signal down. That's correct. Good stuff.
Yes. Prophet's gonna get you in a minute. We're at 8:58.
8:58.
Oh, it's 8:58. I got 3 more. I can do these 3. Come on, y'all. I can do these 3. Galaxy J7. I'm confident I can get them. I can get them all. I'm gonna get them.
Galaxy J7. I just answered their question.
Oh, they just answered their question.
I don't know. They may have something else. They were asking what was the 3 things that you said that drawer. So
I got those already. Got it. All right. Okay. We got. Is that Camille?
Camille Thompson. Yes, Camille Thompson. Camille, you there? You still there?
Yes, I'm here. I got the call.
Hey, Camille.
My question was, what did you suggest for reproductive systems?
Reproductive systems. Now, is this for talk about planning for baby or for childbirth? Okay, there's what's called it's a company called Michaels, and it's called male female reproductive factors. That's what we recommend. It's a company that, you know what, they used to guarantee pregnancy. This is deep. They deep.
Wow, deep.
They strong, man. They was like, yo, we guarantee it. See, what happens is a lot of the women take the hit for when a woman cannot carry, or for whatever reason there's complications, but it really is not the woman, it's the man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's because the woman's always doing the healthy things, and the man just sitting up there drinking a beer, and saying, "Hey, whatever." Yeah, whatever.
Just messing up everybody's life.
She want a baby. Yeah, yep. They sitting back, so they're not doing it. So we do both at the same time. That's why it's called male and female reproductive factors.
Okay.
They have to do the same thing. That means watch the heavy meats and all those other things. So that's a company called Michaels. If you can pull it up, that's the one that we recommend. But of course, we come on in for an assessment, and usually we do couples. I do couples. So when couples come in, we'll talk about all those things. Got it?
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Denise,
what's up, Denise?
Yes.
What's happening?
Hello, Dr. Paul.
What's
Not
happening?
much. How are you?
All right, doing good. Are you in Texas? Are you still in Texas?
I am in Texas. I'm in the country, Kaufman, Texas.
All right, we got
Nobody
Texas
knows
in the
about
house.
it. Best kept secret.
Oh,
Best
wow.
kept secret.
All right, so
My question to you is.
Yes.
My question to you is, when we were having the women's meeting on Wednesday nights at the church.
Yes.
I had told you that in between my fingers, you said I had poor circulation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's coming more frequently now, and I notice when, like, if I'm in the movies or somewhere, when it's cold, that's when it affects me. And is there any other herb I can take? Because I didn't get an herb from you. You just told me what to do. And
right.
I was doing that, going from
Excellent.
my wrist to the middle of my finger. Yep. So what else can I do? Because this is really irritating.
Right. Of course, you got to watch your pH. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch your pH balance. Also, make sure there's no structural issues, right? And the last thing is for connective tissue. I would say, I want to throw this one out there, the sea buckthorn that I talk about a lot. Because that's omega 3, 6, 7, and 9. So sea buckthorn, SEA. Buckthorn, Buckthorn. See, buckthorn is very good, and it's also good for the lungs, but it grows in high mountainous areas where this is actually very good for circulation. It's also good for several people on the family tree have had issues with connective tissue issues, even trigger fingers, things like that, but also, tingling in the fingers, all that. So make sure there's no structural issue. Got it? Make sure the back's all right. That's cervical and thoracic, and then that can help. Okay. Also, there is the 2 herbs that we of course use, which is the horse chestnut and the butcher's broom. Those are the other 2. And those are the ones that deal with circulation. I think you remember those, right?
Yep. So butcher's broom. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, and let's give a shout out to Denise. She was actually the head of the treasurer. She kept all my notes and everything, and kept everything in order with the group for the natural women's class. Let's give her a hand. Good to see you. We miss you. You're in Texas now, so.
All right.
But hope everything.
I still got this connection.
That's right. We got the connection on the family tree.
There you go.
All right, Prophetess. I'm done, Prophetess.
But wait a minute. I just want to say, Bill, we missed you, and I'm glad to see you well.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad to be
Don't he
here.
look good, y'all? Look at him. Don't he look
I'm
good?
glad to see me too. I don't know what y'all talking about. I appreciate that.
Let's everybody come off mic and just say thank you, Bill. Congratulations. Everybody come off mic.
Congratulations. I'm glad to be back, guys. Indeed.
Welcome back, Bill.
Welcome back, Bill. Glad you're better.
Thank you.
Keep getting stronger.
Welcome back.
Yes.
And
Bill.
he
Man, love you.
Thank you. So I appreciate all of that.
So he's back.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. That Dr. Paul saying is so true. If you're breathing, you got to shut.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
For real.
And we thank you so much, family. We appreciate y'all. And I want to say, it's sorry to say we got to go, but you know what? It's just so much that we got out of the night. I only charge you with one thing, and that one is that you go tell somebody, right?
There you go.
Gotta go tell somebody. That's it. If you don't go tell somebody, how they gonna find out?
I know that's right.
It's good.
That's right.
All right, so we
make sure that
I want to thank also not only the prophetess over there with the fingers. I'm about to call her lightning in a second.
Fingers. How about laser fingers? Laser fingers.
Yes, she got that gorgeous wraparound, looking good.
Thank you.
Y'all look on yes. And Big B, we love you, man. So much to get a bigger hug for you, man. I'm so glad to see you back.
Yeah.
So that you gonna be there with me this weekend. Yeah.
Word.
All right. Thank you, family. Be encouraged and remember, if you're breathing, you got a shot. All right. Dance it out.
That's right. Hey guys, don't forget, send it, make a video at gmail.com and make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat.
Yes.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Lightning already got it.
Find this information and get it from the chat.
That's right.
All right, tap it out.
Yeah.
All right, tap it out. Come on down to the head. Yeah. Yeah. Come on down.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I can hear you a little bit there, Mark.
I had a phone number where you could get Crystal Geyser delivered to your house.
Oh, really? Give him the number. Give him the number.
Put it in the chat, Mark. Put it in the chat, Mark.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Or just read out the number. Read out the number.
I'll give you the number next week.
Okay. All right. We'll look forward to it then. All right. Come on down. Breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe. To the left and the right. To the left and the right. To the left, to the right. Good. All right, we're going to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, put your hands together, y'all. Come on, get some heat together. We're going to do an energy bath. Y'all remember this one, right? Yes. Right? That's not my energy. That's your energy, right? Nobody energy but yours.
Yes.
All right.
Take
that. What you gonna do? Rub it on down. Don't touch yourself now. Don't touch yourself now. Take it on down. Good. Wash it. That's called the energy bath.
Don't even need no soap.
Don't even soap.
Don't even need no soap. I know that's right.
Just in case you didn't take a bath early today, you're taking one now. Got it? Brush it on down. Energy bath. Good. Last one. Slap. One more time. Slap. And take that energy, take that top one, move it over that bottom one. Do you feel it? Do you feel that energy? Whoa! I feel something moving in my hand. Yes, that's your energy. Take that last bit of energy. Bless yourself with good intentions. God bless y'all. And thank you for tuning in to the Family Tree. See y'all later.
Night, Dr. Paul.
God bless everybody. All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night, family.
All right, all right.
Night, good night. Bless you all.
Night, family.
Good night.
And everybody doing the Margaret. Here go Margaret. Here go Margaret doing the jazz. All right.
Hey, man.
Margaret. Yes, good Margaret.
Is that Little Paul? See y'all later. Little Paul going. All right, all right, all right. Come on, Irma, you can dance. Come on now, you can dance. Go ahead, Irma. I see you. Move your head, something, Carol. What's going? Go ahead, Diane. What's the matter? You stop dancing, Diane? Frida, what's up, Frida? Sheila B, Zipporah. Kamara, I see you over there, Kamara. You done got up and started moving now. What you doing, dishes? She up there doing dishes. All right, Joyce. I see you, Joyce. Brenda, hey.
Go ahead, Frida.
Dakota, what's up? All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next week. And remember, we'll see you this weekend, right? All right. All right, we're going to do the countdown. Here we go. Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. God bless y'all. See y'all later. Bye-bye.